Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, and it is Sunday night right now. It's after dark, so we are not lighting the candle, which is counterintuitive. I get it, but Steelers are up right now on the Raiders, and Garoppolo just got bit backwards like a pretzel, baby. If they were running the ball with Josh Jacobs like I asked them to, maybe he would not have been flat Stanley, baby, like a twig, like a bad habit. Whatever, we're on to Monday. Monday night, we have a doubleheader. Yeah, Eagles visit Tampa Bay, and then we have the Rams visiting the Bengals. The issue is, guys, I'm only giving you picks for Eagles Buccaneers. You know why? Yes, because Joe, handsome man himself, Burrow, is questionable, and I don't really want to endorse any picks from a game where the starting quarterback could be out. So we are going to just ignore that game entirely. I'm sorry. Deal with it. As far as promos go, these are the same photos as last week, but the promos still are the same. So we have the up 10 early win, we have the 50% profit boost, and we have first touchdown score on Bet Rivers. Make sure you're playing your promos. You better get used to hearing that on this channel because I'm going to say it all the time. Like I was saying, we do have Eagles versus Buccaneers. This game is played in Tampa Bay. They have a giant pirate ship, which is neat. They blast off cannons anytime they score. Let's hope that we hear some cannons because I have my eye on a few Buccaneers plays, baby. Season-wise, though, both teams have played the Vikings, and both teams got a win against them. 3-point win for the Buccaneers. 6-point win for the Eagles. As you can see, the Eagles games are much more high scoring than the Buccaneers games are. Eagles in some battles, but close battles for every game that they've played. And I have not been too convinced with the Eagles. I know they have explosive playmakers. I know last week we saw Swift go wild, but I'm not quite sold yet on Philadelphia. As for the Buccaneers, I think they are sneaky right now. Nobody's talking about Baker Mayfield. Yes, Mike Evans went crazy last week and it hit people's radars, but other than that, nobody's saying a word. Now, strength of schedule, not the greatest right now. Combined, these teams have no wins. So maybe I am buying into the hype or the unknown hype a little bit too much here with Tampa Bay, but nonetheless excited for this one. Looking at some statistics here. Top is offense, bottom is defense, top is offense, bottom is defense. What you need to know right now is the Eagles can't stop the pass, giving up 3.5 passing touchdowns a game, 300 yards passing a game. They're doing well to stop the run, but why run the ball when you can do this every time? As far as their offense goes, they run the ball really well, but Jalen Hurts has looked off. He has not looked great back there. And for the Buccaneers, they're passing it well, and they're running it okay. A really balanced attack. Now, this is kind of interesting. They're scoring from outside the red zone often. They only have one red zone touchdown. And again, how many points have they scored this year? 27 and 20. So 47 points, only one in the red zone. So they're making some explosive plays, which I think does bode well against a weak secondary of the Eagles. As far as their defensive stats, only allowing 54 rush yards a game, which I think they should be able to neutralize what the Eagles want to do. And that is why I do like the Buccaneers a little bit in this one. So looking at the numbers, we do have the Eagles as -215 favorites. Your best bet there on Bet Rivers, or if you have a points bet account, -210. And if you like the Buccaneers, FanDuel's offering almost 2-1 on the Buccaneers. The spread is 5, a really bizarre spread. I've seen 4.5 and I've seen 5.5. So I took the average here, market average at 5. We'll see by kickoff what happens. I'm not going to make a prediction on which way it's moving. And the over-under is set at 45, which I think is fair. Ish. We've seen the Buccaneers play low scoring and we've seen the Eagles play high scoring. I'm not going to make a prediction on that, but what I am going to make a prediction on is these bets right here, baby. Cade Otton is the tight end for the Buccaneers. He's obviously behind in targets to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, but he is third in targets. He's seen over 5 targets for each of his 2 games. This team and the Eagles struggle against tight ends. We saw Hunter Henry score week 1. We saw TJ Hawkinson score twice last week. I don't think they're going to clear this up in time for Cade Otton, especially when they have to pay attention to the likes of Michael Evans and Christopher Godwin. Yes, legal names here only. So Give me K. Dotton over 25.5 receiving yards of -110 on Hard Rock and a full unit smackaroo touchdown score plus 480 on FanDuel. This is what I want to point out to you. This bet right here is tremendous value because the other books have them at 370, 350, right? You're getting almost plus 100 more odds. Over on FanDuel, I would take that right now. As far as other guys, I think Chris Godwin seeing over 53.5 is a good bet. He's getting about 8, I think he's averaging 8 targets a game. So give me those and a bag of chips every day of the week. And we're getting a little funky here. Chris Godwin over 19.5 for his longest reception. Again, I think this Eagles defense is weak in the passing category. So give me a big catch for Christopher Godwin. And finally, a same game parlay. We're going to do a little bit of a teaser here. I think the spread is really close, and I think the total's really close. So I'm going to tease both of those a little bit, and we're going to go Tampa Bay plus 7.5 at home, and we're going to go under 54.5. I think Tampa Bay is going to neutralize what Philly does well, which is run the ball, and I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, comes down to the fourth quarter. So I like this to be a 24-21 type of a game. I don't want to give you too much, but I really think the Buccaneers could pull this one off. So that is what I'm rolling with. That is what I'm riding with. As always, trying to keep it short for you guys. Trying to keep it sweet for you guys. Catch me next time when we talk about Thursday's game. I'm sorry I got nothing for you for the Bengals, but if you subscribe, if we hit 500 subscribers by kickoff, I'll make a video about the Bengals. Let's do it. Hit that sub button, baby. And we'll see you next time.